Welcome to Cricket Life Global. Today's focus is on most fierce, most consistent, fast-bowling cricketing talent in today's game, Jasprit Bumrah from India. Why Bumrah has become so special in today's game? Bumrah stands well ahead of other bowlers. Bumrah has started his career back in 2015-16, almost 4 years up to now, but still batsmen do struggle at him. Batsmen do find it very difficult to take him on. So in this analysis, we have identified two areas: major factors and minor factors. Under major factors, we have identified action of bowling and the amount of surprise as major factors. Reverse Magnus effect and Magnus effect we have considered as minor factors. So in certain discussions we have seen they were stressing on the Magnus effect. But in our analysis, we considered Magnus effect as a negligible factor. What is Magnus effect? Try to understand with this small demo.
You can clearly see there is a major deviation of its path when it comes to the paper cylinder, but you don't see such deviation when it comes to the cricket ball. If you consider the cricket ball, the ball is placed at an elevated position. So due to its position, ball has a stored energy. Name for that energy is potential energy. The ball comes down due to the effect of the gravity. So then that potential energy gets transferred to kinetic energy. Another word for energy is work. When it comes to physics, the equation for work is force into displacement. So force is a vector and has a direction. So if you consider the forces that will get applied on the cricket ball, the force generates through the kinetic energy, force generates through the Magnus effect, force generates due to the gravity. So if you consider the two forces, the force generates through the Magnus effect and the force generates through the kinetic energy are working opposite to each other. But you don't see such deviation when it comes to the cricket ball. That means the force generated through the Magnus effect is quite negligible. When it comes to the actual scenario, there will be another force that will get applied on the cricket ball. That is the force generated through the body energy. That is even bigger compared to the force generated through the kinetic energy. But the force generated through the body energy and the force generated through the kinetic energy, the two forces are working towards the same direction, so it has plus net effect. So then the force generated through the Magnus effect will become further negligible. So that's why we say the Magnus effect is not making any instrumental impact in changing the path of the ball. So that's why we consider the Magnus effect as a negligible factor.
That is the theoretical aspect of Magnus effect. Let's look into the practical aspect. So when it comes to the actual scenario, Bumrah bowls at 140 plus speed. And Magnus effect will take place only when ball rotates to the same direction where it travels. And reverse Magnus effect will take place only when ball rotates to the opposite direction where it travels. So when it comes to Bumrah's bowling, he grips the ball like this. So his grip is like this. So how can practically Bumrah rotate the ball with a grip like this? If you consider the spin bowling grip, spin bowlers tend to grip the ball like this, or spinners tend to grip the ball like this. So then they can rotate the ball because the fingers can go over the ball. But when it comes to Bumrah, you can't practically rotate the ball with a grip like this. So let's leave the theoretical aspects aside, but when it comes to the practical scenario, it's quite impossible to rotate the ball. So that's why we consider Magnus effect as a negligible factor. So let's move into the most important area of Bumrah's bowling, the major factors that have brought success to Bumrah's bowling. The bowling action and the amount of surprise Bumrah creates. When it comes to the bowling action, you'll have to compare Bumrah with other bowlers.
Bumrah is not the only bowler who is angling the ball into the right hand. Chris Morris, McAntony are also angling the ball into the right hand. But if you see the hand position of this picture, the batsman will tend to feel like these two bowlers, McAntony and Chris Morris, are angling the ball into them. But if you see the hand position of Bumrah, batsman will never feel like ball will get angled towards them in such manner. Because as per the hand position of Bumrah, it's kind of a round arm hand position Bumrah is possessing. But actually it's not the case.
When you compare Bumrah with other bowlers, when it comes to the movement of hand, you can easily see movement of both hands in other bowlers. But when it comes to Bumrah's bowling, you can't see movement of both hands because Bumrah will extend his left arm, but it will remain almost at the same position. But when it comes to a normal bowler, they rotate the left arm as well as the right arm. So how a normal bowler starts his bowling is, they extend his left arm and it will come down. Simultaneously, his right arm rotates. So you can see a relationship between the motion of the left arm and motion of the right arm. So that is with the normal bowler. But when it comes to Bumrah's bowling, you can't find a relationship between the motion of the left arm versus the motion of the right arm. So what is happening at the other end? Batsmen are waiting to grab the information. So they are waiting to pick the line length and the pace. So when it comes to other bowlers bowling, you can generally see a relationship between the motion of the left arm and the right arm. So that information will be picked by the batsman. But when it comes to Bumrah's bowling, you don't see such relationship. So as an example, in common scenario, so you must have come across with traffic lights. In traffic lights, when you see the amber light, you are getting yourself prepared for the next move. So the same way, when it comes to normal fast bowlers, they are giving some pre-hand information to the batsman. But Bumrah doesn't give such pre-hand information. So what happens with the thinking process is, so batsman is trying to grab whatever the information available. So that information will transfer to the mind of the batsman and it will get processed inside the mind and they'll react based on the information they receive. So that's how the thinking process will take place. So when it comes to Bumrah's bowling, you will get that information only at the last minute. So batsmen will generally get late to react. So when it comes to normal bowlers, they have pre-hand information and they are quite early than the Bumrah's bowling. So that is how the thinking process will take place. And the other thing is, Bumrah is slowing down the reaction process by a slowing down catalyst. That is through the distraction of the left arm. As I said before, Bumrah is extending his left arm. So that left arm will remain almost at the same position till he delivers the ball. So batsmen who are trying to grab the information see that left arm all the time. So that information will also pass down to the memory, pass down to the mind of the batsman. So then that unnecessary information gets processed inside the mind of the batsman. So that will also consume a bit of time from batsman. So that will delay the decision making process of the batsman. The other major factor is the amount of surprise. Before that, you must have seen fast bowling instructors tend to prefer the bowlers with high arm action. What is the reason behind that? The reason is, if you do round arm bowling, your body energy will get consumed for both actions because your hand will do work on the vertical surface as well as the horizontal surface when it comes to round arm bowling. But when it comes to high arm bowling, your hand will do an action only through a vertical surface. So almost 100% of your body energy will consume for a single work that will be done through the vertical surface. So then the pace will be higher when compared to round arm bowling. So Bumrah is also having kind of a high arm action. When it comes to the human body is built to absorb certain amount of shocks and pressure. So to absorb the shock, it has to have functions similar to rubber, polymer or metal springs. So what will happen with a metal spring? So if you put an object and compress the metal spring, it will store some energy. So once you releases that pressure, the object will thrown away. That is because of the energy. So what happens with Bumrah's bowling is, just try to clearly see when Bumrah brings down his hand, so he is having some sort of contraction towards his body. There is a contraction from the right arm towards his body. So try to do that by yourself. Have some contraction of your right arm towards your body. What do you feel? You will feel like releasing the arm. So the function is something similar to the function of metal spring. When Bumrah is having a contraction, he releases that contraction at the point of releasing the ball. So that will add extra bit of energy to his hand. So that energy get transfers to the object, that is the ball. So the ball will have an extra pace. So that will make the batsman surprised. So that is the amount of surprise Bumrah generates. So all in all, Bumrah is creating some doubt, Bumrah is creating some uncertainty, Bumrah is delaying the reaction of the batsman, and Bumrah is surprising the batsman. So Bumrah has a package for you. So that's why Bumrah is still dominating the game. So that's all about it, Bumrah. There will be more videos on special talents as well as T20 World Cup. So stay tuned, don't miss out.